100. Okay, so which means you have changed the content of the original invoice format. Although you have got, yes, Gitesh, you're absolutely right. I was about to say so. So although you have got the findings or you got the workaround, but eventually you have changed the client data, no? So this approach is not acceptable, Karan. We are ideally not supposed to change anything provided by the client. Okay, so what I did was I tried sorting it in the reverse order. See, what happens is in the alphanumeric case, whichever is your first invoice number series, that gets picked up for mask. Now, if the first one is north slash 1001, yeah, you are right, Karan. You are absolutely right. The issue is of mask. You have identified the problem correctly, but to get the desired result, we have changed the client's data, which ideally we should not do, is what Gitesh and I am trying to discuss. But your identification of the problem is correct in IDEA version 10, and in fact I figured out that in the latest version also this problem is there, where this mask is getting picked up only from the first record. So let me show you what I mean. Now suppose if I import this file, so you observe that my first record has a 5 character and sixth one is a special character, which is also considered as a character. So when I import the file, when I import the file, what happens is, just 1 second, okay, Mr. Bernie. Now if you see in my case, the first row is north slash 1001. Now the moment I go to analysis and gap detection, see what happens. It read north slash 1001 and it has identified the mask accordingly. Okay. Now, as we go down, if the other mask has a more character length, it is not picking up. And that's the reason why North EST was not coming. So Karan has identified the problem. So what I did was, I tried to, yes, Karan, that's the solution, that's the conclusion, that if the characters used in the invoice numbers are of different length, then this tool is not properly picking up the mask. And this lacuna is there in the latest version also. They have not rectified it. Yeah. So you are absolutely right. If the character width is more or less same or 1-2 characters here and there, it is okay. But if it is varying too much, this tool is not picking up correctly. Okay. Let me show you the other alternative that I tried. So what I do, yes, Gitesh, it's not a big lacuna, but yeah, it's kind of working on a character and alphabet, character and number columns is always a challenge. In other tools also we have seen it. It is very difficult when the variations are too many. If the prefix is 3 digit, suffix is 8 digit, something like that, if the format is fixed, then this tool works fantastic. Okay, like if there are 3 digits, if my branch is in Delhi, so I'll say DEL slash invoice number slash 202122. Okay, something like this. DEL slash 1001 slash 2223. Then if my branch is in Bangalore, then BLR, then 1001 slash 2223. If these are the kind of numbers which are given where the prefix and suffix is of similar nature, only the invoice numbers change, then this works very nice. And in SAP generally the format of invoice number is fixed. So barely we get to a situation where you will see a variation. Okay, if it is a Chennai, then they will say this. Yeah, if it is anything like Mumbai, so MUN, something like that. So first three digits are prefixed in the system itself and it picks up from there branch wise. So generally this is going to be useful. In an exceptional situation like this, it will not work properly. But a temporary solution, what I figured out is that original file, if you sort it in uh, yeah, if I sort it like this, A to Z, the invoice number which has got a longest length will appear as first. This is again not a foolproof solution, it's a workaround. However, we are not changing the originality of the data. Then, but it is not showing the correct result here. It is a workaround, but still not a foolproof solution. So there is a gap. We all have to understand that. Now, if you see, if I import the file, now my first invoice number comes E North ST. Okay. Now if I go to data, sorry, analysis and gap detection, see it looks at E North ST and gives the mask accordingly. Okay. But because of this, it considers other individual invoices as a series. So there it goes wrong. So again, as I said, this is also not foolproof. Now see it shows about E North ST, but see so many series it creates, which is not correct. Even the single individual invoice is considered as a series. See, these are all invoice numbers. They are not series. So somewhere, yes, this is not absolutely correct. But yeah, as I said in SAP, in ERP, mostly the invoice number series is prefixed. You don't have a flexibility of 3 character, 4 character, 5 character. So in that case, it will work. Yes, Gitesh, you have a right to laugh loud because that's weird. Okay. As I said, nobody is perfect. So as this tool. Everything has some or the other issues, and that's why in the next version, these bugs or issues are taken care of. Okay. So shall we proceed? Great, Karan. Thank you very much for spending some time offline and exploring the solve for it. We can try, Anil, but already if you see in my case, okay, that's excellent. So Anil has got some solve here. If we add two more CC, it works. Let us try that. So where is our file? Yeah, this one is our original file. So this is our original file, and what Anil is saying that if I go here and if I add two more CC here, CC, let us see if it is working. So it is showing E North ST. There are no invoices which are missing. It is still creating few series, but there are invoices which are missing in E Northeast. 9 characters and 3 digits. Okay, let me see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me add one more. 9. Okay, 9 characters. So it is giving me an error. You must enter a valid mask or the character remove n. Okay, so I remove one n. So 9 characters and 3 numbers. Okay. Alright, so 9 characters means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 characters. Great. But you see here, Anil, what is happening? So many series are getting generated. You are getting the result for E North ST, but these all series are wrong. They are not key values. They are actually invoice numbers. They should not come. You understood, Anil? Although you got this right, but everything else went for a toss. So there is no fixed solution to this. Okay. What I did alternatively was I tried changing those series into other names like east, west, north, south, south, north, west, and east. So I just thought, okay, here also if you see south has a 5 character, east has a 4 character, north has 5 character, and west has 4 character. So as I said, when there are smaller variations like this, it works. Let me show you that. So it's not a completely let go sort of. There is a possibility of using it, but if there is a more variation, then it will not work. So let me import this file temporarily to show you what I mean. Now in this case, friends, if you see, I have invoice number starting with south, east, north, and west. So 2 are 4 characters and 2 are 5 characters. So if I click on analysis gap detection, it picks up the first one as south and special character. So 6 characters and 3 numbers. So I say OK. Now see, it only gives me 5 series instead of 4. That's still okay. So east one there is nothing, north there is nothing, south there are 2 invoices which are missing, west series 1. Now why west 2 it is showing? Because it is considering first 6 as a character. So west slash 1 is considered as a character and west 2. But still it is not giving me many key values. Just because there is one character more in south and north. That is it. So even I tried variations here and with small differences it works. Alright, great going guys. Nice that you are all exploring plenty of opportunities here. That's the beauty, when we have people like us, like-minded people on a forum, we can discuss so many things. Like the other day, we discussed so many variations of append. We have added with the same series, we have added with one extra column, we have added with order changed in the column, we have added with names of the column change, then we have merged 2 columns. So all of this can be discussed and done when we have an audience like this. Okay, excellent. So let us resume. Now I request all of you to open the invoice number file, that is sales register file, which is the original file that we have imported, which has got invoice number, invoice date, region, product, customer type, executive name, and invoice amount. Today I will show you one very useful feature called criteria. This is nothing but filtering in Excel. The way you use it in Excel, you can similarly see it here. Okay. Now let us say that we will start with the simple criteria and then we will go into 2 level, 3 level, 4 level criteria. Suppose from this file you have audit materiality of say 45,000 rupees. So any invoice above 45,000 is what you want to have a look at. So we have to click on criteria. We have to click on criteria. So please click on criteria and confirm. Now this dialog box will appear. We have to write a condition over here. What is the condition I'll write? So I am saying show me those records where invoice number. So press I. So when you press I, all the fields starting with I will pop up. Select the column that we are looking at. Invoice amount greater than. So there is a sign here greater than. There's another sign greater than equal to. Depending upon what formula you are trying to achieve, you can write any of this. So I'm saying greater than equal to 45,000. Simple condition is what we'll write. Have you completed this condition? Okay, Anil. Great, Ashok. Even Ramana Murthy has completed. So 3 participants have finished. Great. So this is a very simple looking condition. Now every time we write a condition, we have to come out by clicking on validate and exit. So this is the button we have to click. So I say click. Now see what IDEA has done. First of all, on your right hand side, it will show you the criteria. And whenever you run a criteria, you have to look here. Number of records. All of you have got 461 records here out of 999. Please check. Perfect. Which means there are 461 invoices which are having amount more than or equal to 45,000. So what you are seeing on your screen is a filtered file, filtered data. If you want to verify whether all this invoice amount is more than 45,000 or not, please come to the header of the invoice and double click. Now when you double click on the header, it automatically sorts the data in an ascending order. And you will observe that my first row invoice value is more than 45,000. Now for some reason you decided that no, I want to look at data more invoice amount more than 60,000. Then you simply have to click here on the criteria and change the value from 45,000 to 60,000. Just try it out. After doing this, you can say validate and exit and tell me how many records you got. Perfect, Shirish. We have got 298 records. Great, Hari. everyone is getting 298, which means you can explore. If you are deciding that how much would be my sample size, how much should I select, then you can explore by just changing the criteria from here. Okay, now let us explore invoice amount greater than or equal to 1,25,000. And why I am doing so much is to show you that it is very convenient to write conditions and see the results. It is very simple English. No equations, no syntax, nothing. Now see, there is nothing more than 1,25,000. No invoices. Okay. So this is how you can explore. Now, because this criteria is applied, we don't see any record here. So to go back to our original file, we have to right click and say clear. When you say clear, you get to the original file and you see 999 records are visible. Again, if you for some reason want to use the same criteria that you have used earlier, you can right click and you would observe that three criteria that we have used earlier, they are already saved. So now you want to again use the criteria that you have used, simply click on it. No need to type. See, again 298 records appears. Now the beauty of this tool is you can save 53 conditions here in this drop down. Now we have written 3, no? We will practice more. So you will see that this list keeps on growing. Last 52 conditions it saves. Sorry, 53 conditions it saves. This is a good thing. Okay. So now you understood how to apply the criteria and how to clear. So just right click and clear and right click and apply. Now we will use two conditions. Are you ready for two conditions? I want all the invoices above 50,000 rupees in the region West. Shall we write this condition? Or you are practicing, you are needing some time? Yes, please try, Gitesh. Even I am writing since we are doing it for the first time. So we will say invoice amount. Now here I am using greater than 50,000. Now there's a condition joiner and or not. Three options are given. So I say and invoice amount greater than 50,000. Very nice, Anil. He has already written the condition. And what is the second condition? My region. So press R. Now I will take 2 minutes of your time to explain the rule for writing a condition when column is character in nature. Invoice amount is a numeric column, so you can simply write the criteria directly. But whenever you come to a column which is character, like product, for region, customer type, executive name, these are all characters in nature. So there are two options here, equal to and double equal to. So equal to is your approximate match and double equal to is your exact match. This is what you have to remember, which means if I write a condition region is equal to, and two more things you need to remember. Whenever you want to write what you want to find, you have to put it in the quotes. So you have to first click here, and second condition is you have to write the parameter that you want to apply in a condition exactly the way it is written in your file. Now if you see in my case, W is capital, EST is small. So if I write something like this, idea will not identify because W is small. If I write something like this, again I will not get any records. So two things you need to remember. In the character search, whatever parameter you are writing, it should be in the quotes, and this is case sensitive. Now when I say this condition, what IDEA will do, IDEA will go and scan my region column, and any column which starts with the word west, it will pick up because I've used single equal to. So if in the region column I have something like West Indies, Western India, West, Western, anything starting with West, it will pick up. But if you use double equal to, it will only pick up those records where West is written. Hope you have understood this difference between double equal to and equal to. So this is what you have to remember. So we have given two conditions. Invoice amount is greater than 50,000 and region is equal to West. Validate and exit. Yes. So the first answer was given by Anil and he has written the condition correctly. So these conditions are to be written like the simple English, the way we think in our brain. Okay. Now let us write one condition. Please note down. I want invoice amount greater than 36,500. Then region is equal to uh, anything other than West, meaning region other than West, and product is equal to air conditioner. I am giving it in chat. I am typing it in chat. So please look at your chat. Three conditions. Look for my chat. Invoice amount greater than 36,500. Region other than West. And product is equal to air conditioner. Let us try this condition. So again I click on criteria. Okay. My first condition is invoice amount greater than 36,500, correct? Then I want region other than West, meaning show me all the invoices more than 36,500 for South, North and East. So here instead of double equal to, I will say region is not equal to. So there is a sign here, region not equal to. Okay, Mr. Ramana has got 58 records. That's very nice. And product is equal to, now we'll have to write air condition exactly the way it is written. Air space C conditioner. Write exactly the way it is written in the file. Please complete up to here and confirm so that we can proceed. Okay, so validate and exit. So why I am not getting any records? What went wrong with my formula? You all are getting 58 records, right? Oh, mine is 3,65,000. So I have to change it. Great. So we all have got 58 records. Correct? Can we use wildcards here like in Excel? Yes, Gitesh. There is a search criteria. If you go to data, there's a search option, and here in this search option you can use wildcards. Okay, that also I will show you. Okay, but in the criteria here you cannot use wildcards because the way it is configured is that you have to select the columns and provide the parameters. Okay, so we will see that as well. Now here, suppose you want to add one more criteria of date, that show me all those invoices which are on 28th of November 2014. So I am saying and invoice date is equal to, now the date also has to be written in the quotes. This is also a requirement of IDEA. Now please wait a minute and see how I write the date here. In IDEA, date is to be written in the reversed order. YYYY MMDD. Suppose I want transactions of 28th November 2014. So first I have to write 2014, then I have to write November, and then I have to write date 28. So you have to read it from the left. If you read it from the left reverse order, 28 is your date, 11 is your month, 2014 is your year. So it is 2014 11 28. You have to remember that IDEA understands the date like this. So can you please add this date in your command and say validate and exit. So only one record. So are we clear, friends? So this is how you can use the criteria option and extract the data of your choice. And now you right click, see all our conditions are here. Whatever 7 conditions we have given, you can apply any condition you want. Now I click on this, my completely different conditions is applied. Not equal to sign? Sure. See, whenever you want transactions other than something, suppose I have products air condition. Okay, let us look at customers. I have 3 types of customers: government, domestic, and foreign. So goods sold in foreign market, goods sold to government entities, and goods sold in domestic market. Now suppose I want the transactions of sales in the East region only for the domestic market, so which is domestic and government and not foreign market, then I can use not equal to. So how will I use? So I'll clear the criteria and I'll say show me all those records where region is equal to East and customer type not equal to or other than foreign, which means it will show me all the transactions in East in the domestic market and the sale to customer to government entities. Hope you have understood, Shafiuddin. So this is where I will use not equal to. See now, I have got region as East and customer type, nowhere there is a foreign customer. See, it's only domestic and government. So if you want to exclude something and want to retain other so many things, then not equal to works better. Otherwise, I can edit this formula and write something like this. and customer type is equal to something like this: domestic or customer type is equal to government. So instead of writing this sort of conditions, we use not equal to. See here the same outcome, but the command becomes longer. So I have to write customer type domestic or customer type government or customer type so and so. So if you want to exclude something, it's better to use not equal to. Can we do one case study on this? Are you all ready? Yeah, so I will show you using only criteria option, how can we actually perform compliance test. So once we were engaged to do a payroll check for our client. So using criteria, we have identified the non-compliances. So let us do that so you will understand all this better. But before I go there, let me show you one shortcut way. All what we have done so far, we can do without typing anything. How? Let me show you that. So let us say that uh, I want transactions of East region. So in your region column, whenever you find East, wherever, say I found East here, you can select any other East, right click. When you right click on East, you will see this option, display all records containing East. While typing the equation for invoice date criteria, I am getting mismatch field type. Yeah, because you have to write the dates in the quotes. If you see one of the criteria that we have written, let me show you. I think here we have got date. No, just 1 second. Yeah, if you see the way I've written is invoice date is equal to 2014-11/28 and it has to be in the quotes. Just check, Abhishek, have you given this parameter in the quotes? Okay, then you check one thing. Can you go and see below whether invoice date is a date type here? Is it date in your dialog box? No slash is needed. This is the only syntax it understands. So if you see Y, M, D. So this syntax is what we have to remember. Okay. So now I was showing that how can we write formulas without writing anything. My pleasure, Abhishek. No need to say thank you. Yeah, it's all we have to do it together. Okay. So as long as you are uh, understanding and doing it right, we will have to wait for everybody. That's the beauty of hands-on training. Okay. Now let us select East whenever you find. Now see there is no criteria. 999 records are visible. Now I right click on East and I say display all records containing East. So I click here. In this dialog box, you will observe that this criteria is written automatically by idea. What we have to do is simply click on OK. Please try it out. How many records you are getting? If first alphabet is unique for the values which we are looking for, can the query be written with first alphabet itself without writing full word? Can you please write this query to everyone so that they can read, Mr. Cabra? And also, if you can, elaborate a little more because I haven't understood your query properly. If you can give me an example, that would be better. Or else, if you wish to speak, we can elevate you and you can speak. This is to everyone. Actually, you have written your query to hosts and panelists. So your query is only visible to me. You please change your chat setting. So when you say to, you use everyone. I think he is telling W. Yeah, if you say approximate match starting with W, it will show for West wherever there's a record starting with W. Yeah. We can try it out. Just hold on for a minute. We can try it out. Yeah, now you have written to everyone. So I will repeat your query. So I am just repeating what he has written to everyone. This is what his query was. So now if you see, continuing with our example, the first filtration is 282 records where the region is equal to East. Now within East, I want to identify only transactions of refrigerator. So select refrigerator wherever you find. Repeat the same step. Right click and say display all records. And please observe the criteria column. Second condition is also added, which means this shortcut you can only use when you want to use the conditions with AND. For OR type of conditions you can't. Okay. There is no way you can change AND to OR. But for AND conditions this is useful. Now see, I have not typed anything and these two conditions are written automatically. Now how many records we got? 62. Everyone following this? Have you all got 62 records? Please check. Very correct. Now we have got region as East, product as refrigerator. Now the market is domestic. So wherever you find domestic, repeat the steps. See how many records you are getting. So three conditions are written. Yes, 15 records is what we have got. Very nice. Now three conditions met: East, refrigerator, domestic. Now we will say executive name is Manoj. So right click on Manoj, repeat the step. Now see, fourth condition is written. And now we have got 9 records. Now fifth condition is above 30,000. Now here we don't have any exact amount 30,000. So you can take any amount, right click, anywhere you can right click, and manually you have to do something here because we don't have exactly 30,000. So I will say operator is greater than, and here you have to say 30,000. Click on OK. So now see, we have got 8 records meeting all these conditions which we have not written. So this is something that is very useful which you can explore whenever you want to use AND. Now after applying AND you can change it coming here to OR also, but right clicking always adds AND condition. So suppose you don't want to type anything, so go ahead with AND, then open this dialog box and change it to OR, something like this. Okay. Now just right click and say clear. So your criteria are clear. Now let me just hold on for a minute. Let me pull out that document for doing this activity. Just hold on for a second. Now let us do one compliance and assurance check using, and this is a real life case study. So we have got one file. If you remember, we had imported one file called payroll file. Have we imported that file? Yes. Can you trace in your file explorer section? There is a file called payroll March 2015. Have you all got that? Please open that file. Please open this file. This is a very big table showing all the components of the payroll. Yeah. Have you found this file? So these many columns are there. Bank account code, bank code, basic, city compensatory allowances, then central government health scheme, conveyance, dearness allowance, designation, employee code, furniture, GPF, provident fund account number, provident fund contribution, gross pay, HRA, income tax, all those components which a payroll will have. These many columns are there. From where I get? Go to data and click on find. Now when this is useful, when you have a file like this which has got so many columns. So when your screen is small and you have to go left and right to find the column of your need, it's better to go to data and click on find. So now if I want to go to a particular column, say for example gross pay, so I just press G. It is a character search, so G G G G. The moment I go up to last, I can see here. Yeah, then there is a down arrow here. You can just scroll like this. Okay. Now suppose I want total deduction, so press T. See now all the columns starting, so total deduction. You can click here, it will directly take you to that column. So this is very useful data and find option when you have so many columns in the file to work. Okay. Now coming back to this, what is it that we need to do? We need to find out this 6 compliances from the payroll. We will go step by step very slowly so that you understand what exactly we are doing. Is this Word document visible to all of you? Okay. Now let us understand the first condition. An employee can subscribe to Provident Fund amount equal to between 6% of basic pay to maximum of basic pay. Okay. An employee can subscribe to Provident Fund the amount equal to between 6% of basic pay to maximum of basic pay, which means whenever an employee's PF is deducted, it should be between 6% to 100% of the basic. Now, as an auditor, we highlight instances of non-compliance, correct? When the payment is as per the rules, we are not going to highlight them. We are only going to highlight the payments which are not as per the rule. Do you agree? Now, how do I write this condition is what we will check. Okay? Have you understood this condition? Yes, my friends? Okay. Now, let us go to our payroll file. In the find field, let me take you to H. There is a column in your file which is HRA code, which is this column. Please go to that column. I will show you how to read this code. In your HRA code, if the HRA code is yes, which means employee is eligible for HRA. If the HRA code is no, employee is not eligible for HRA. Correct? So now the check that we want to perform is only on those employees. Sorry, we are looking at provident fund. Sorry, HRA comes little later. This is the HRA. So we are looking at provident fund. So the column for provident fund is GPF, GPF contribution. So this is the column that we are looking at, GPF contribution. Please look at this column. Now what is the condition that I am writing? Please look at what I am doing and then you can do yourself. I am going to criteria and I am saying show me those records where GPF contribution, show me those records where GPF contribution is less than at the rate round value of basic into sign is here 0.06. Let us understand what I have written. As per the rule, your GPF contribution is equal to between 6%, which means from 6% up to maximum of basic pay. So between 6% to 100%, if the contribution is made, it is as per the rules. So I am interested in knowing less than 6% of basic. And when I use at the rate round, it takes care of the rounding up and rounding down issue. So if I don't use at the rate round, suppose the basic, let me explain. If your basic is 1,000 rupees, then 6% comes to 60 rupees, correct? Now, in your file, if the GPF contribution instead of 60, if it is 59.60, and if you don't use roundup in your formula, then what idea will do, it will consider this as a non-compliance. Is it actually a non-compliance? As per the rule, minimum you should have paid 60 rupees as a GPF contribution and you have contributed 59 rupees 60 paise. Is it a non-compliance? What do you think? Sorry, I'm not sharing my screen, I guess. Is my screen visible? I'm not getting any replies. Are you all there? Oh, okay. Yeah. So it is not a non-compliance. Yeah, 40 paise paid less is not a non-compliance. Similarly, if your basic is 1000 and your contribution is 1000.78, it is 1001 rupees rounding up. So it is not a non-compliance. So we are not going to report the borderline cases. Therefore, what I am doing is I am using at the rate round. Now, what I am telling, show me instances where the contribution is less than 6% or show me those instances where the contribution is more than basic. Now here at the rate round is not required because I am not calculating anything. I am just saying any contribution more than basic or any contribution less than 6%, both are non-compliances. Show me both. Please use this, please type this formula. Once you have completed, let me know. Please go very slow. Understand what we are doing and then do. Okay, excellent, Karan. Excellent, everyone. Now, someone is getting 7 records, someone is getting 109 records. So, Jalpesh, your answer is seems to be incorrect. Would you like to recheck? This is the formula you should have written. So, I'm just keeping this formula for you, Jalpesh, so that you can check. What you can do is click on the criteria and see whether your formula you have missed out on something. Everybody is getting 7 records. So now I am saying validate and exit. So even I have got 7 records. Let us check this. Every time, my friends, when you write a criteria, please verify. See, software will generate the result even if your logics are incorrect. So if your logics given here are incorrect, don't just get carried away that the result will be correct. So what I simply do is I drag this column and I paste it besides basic. Please do this. Just drag the column and paste it besides basic. Let us verify. In the first instance, basic is 10,475 and contribution is 11,000. So this comes under which category? Contribution greater than basic. How to drag? Just select the column, click on the header, press your left mouse button and drag and drop wherever you want. So when you do like this, it scrolls on the screen. And if you just do it slowly, yeah, see here, I am placing it besides basic. So after the basic, you can drop it. So you have to pick it using the left mouse button. Wherever you want, it can drop. It can drop here, it can drop here, it can drop here, anywhere you want. So now there is a reason for dropping because you can compare the result. So second case is what? Second case is 10,250. Even if I go by round figure, 6% comes to 600 and this is less than 600. Here nothing is paid which is less than 600. Can you tell me what is the fourth case? fourth row is which sort of case? Your basic is 5,500. How much you have paid? Yes, so this is more than basic. So have you understood? Using this condition, I performed the first compliance check. So for this, I've got 6 instances of non-compliance. Now what is the next step? The next step is to save this file in a separate file, save these records in a separate file, which is meeting this criteria. So to save this file, we have to click on analysis and click on direct and say rule number 1. So every month my team goes to the client site, performs these routine checks using these formulas. Which formula? The formula is written over here. So rule number 1 means non-compliance is to rule number 1. Then I say OK. See, a new file is created with the 6 records. Rule number 1. Now anybody wants to know that how have I arrived at this file? I can simply click on history and I can show them that hey look, I have arrived at this file by running this criteria. This is the criteria that I have run. So no need to remember also. Even after 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, if you want to know what is this rule 1, how have I extracted the data, you can just recollect using history option. See, the entire formula is written here. Are we aligned here, my friends? Hope you are understanding what we are doing. Now I am going back to my main file, right clicking and coming back to my original records. So now I am not in rule 1 file, first check is done. Is there any other alternative way we can do this? I will show you in the next check. Okay. Now the next check is Provident Fund account number is unique to an employee. Can anybody tell me what exactly we want to find here? Provident Fund account number is unique to an employee. Yes, very nice, Ramana Murthy. We need to look for, are there any PF account which are duplicate? So let us go to idea and say duplicate key detection, which means show me duplicate PF account numbers. So give the key. Key is press G, GPF account number. This is the column you should select. Please complete this much and I will wait for you. Go to analysis, click on duplicate key, then click on key and select GPF account number. This much is what you have to do. Click on OK and here give rule 2 as name of the file. Rule number 2. Now I will click on OK. How many records we got in the rule 2 file? So Sujesh, whenever you want to use idea in future, you can connect with me. We will do together. So your life will be smooth. Okay. Now tell me, is this finding correct? Idea is saying that there are 30 instances where GPF account number is duplicate. Is idea correct here? What is your view? This is a GPF account number, no? Are there 30 instances of duplicates? So again, never rely on the tool blindly. Although you have executed command correctly, but because the logics of the tool are incorrectly defined, your observation can go wrong. So now here, what idea does, erroneously, all the blanks are considered as duplicates, which is very, very wrong. Do you all agree with me? Can blanks be duplicate? This is weird, no? Such a good tool, but such a bad flaw. Now, if you want to save this file without duplicates, so if you see, actually the duplicates are only this last four records, but two instances. This account and this account is repeating again. So how do I eliminate blanks and only see a final result? So for that, you can run a criteria. What is the criteria? Show me all those records where GPF account number field is not equal to blank. Just give codes. So how to interpret this command? Show me those records where GPF account number is not equal to blank. So it will show you only those four records. Just try this formula and see whether it is working. Validate and exit. See, this is actually idea should have given you straight away. Why idea gives you blank, I don't know. They have not rectified this error in the logic. How can a blank be duplicate? You have not written anything in that, so you cannot consider it as duplicate, correct? Now that once you start using tools like this, you start understanding the nuances. I can combine these two steps in one go. Which are the two steps? First, I did the duplicate key detection and then I applied the criteria, correct? So Geeta, that is what I am showing you. There is no need for you to check for blanks. See, if there are 30,000, 50,000 employees, checking for blanks is going to take time and of no use. So the smart way of using this tool is what I am now showing you. So what we should do is come back to your original file, come back to your main file where you have 999, sorry, where you have 189 records. This is your main file now. See what I am doing. I am going to duplicate key detection. Please come up to here, duplicate key detection. Click on key and give the key as GPF account number. Please complete up to here and I will wait for you. So Geeta, I am giving you a better way of doing. So first I showed you the problem. Now I am showing you the solution. Okay. So I have also visited Chennai, Geeta, couple of occasions for taking sessions on this DSAC batch. And in Chennai, we understand that there is a forensic lab also. So I have conducted a 3-day course on CAT pre-COVID, somewhere in 2018, about 4 years back. And yeah, so I had visited Chennai twice for training purposes. Sir, we are not interested to check no GPF account holder. That we will see later, Ramana. It can be another check. But many times what happens, Ramana, that when a new employee joins, it takes some time to get a GPF account number. So there is a possibility that you might have a blank over there. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. That's great. Yes, you are right, Mr. Kabra. This is the case. But idea should eliminate the blanks, no? So now how to eliminate it is what I'm showing. So please click OK here. Now you can see the criteria option. Write the criteria here itself. So click on criteria here and say show me those GPF account numbers where it is not blank. Same criteria you can combine in the duplicate. Instead of writing later on, write it along with duplicate. Okay. Now let's say validate and exit. So two things I'm combining. See, and again I say rule 2. Now rule 2 already name is given, so you can say rule 2 in this way. Rule 2 already the name is given, so it will not accept another same name. So just say rule 2 and say OK. Now what we have done, we have combined the two steps and we have got the same output once again. Okay. So we have completed 2 checks out of 6. Now it is time for us to take a small 5 minutes break, and then once we come back we will look at other 4 instances as well. Is it okay with everyone, my friends? It's been more than almost 80 minutes that we are sitting. So better 5 minutes you get up. Let's have a blood circulation. Yeah. So we will resume at 7:25. Okay. Are you all back? Shall we resume? Okay, excellent. Look at the next compliances. HRA is payable in city at 15% of basic pay. So we need to find out instances where the basic pay is exactly a percentage of HRA is exactly the percent of basic pay, which is 15%. Now the first instance was a range, 6% to 100%. This is exactly 50%, 15%. So would you like to try using the criteria? Anybody? Just try. I will do it after you try. I'm sure you will get the right answer. Now I'm pretty confident. We have got a wonderful audience here, and definitely you will crack this as well. Once you complete, let me know how many records you got. 48. Okay. 66. Okay. Also, please verify once you get these records. Okay, I forgot to tell you one thing, uh, and that's the reason why you are getting so many records. What you have to look for is this HRA code. Okay, I explained it, but let me explain it once again. You have to look for HRA code, and HRA code has to be yes. So those who have got 48 and 66, you can add one more criteria saying and HRA code is equal to Y. Okay. See this column HRA code. So what is the rule? Rule is house rent allowance is payable in city. So there is no column in the original file which says that the employee is residing in city. So we have to say that wherever the code is yes, the person is residing in city. Wherever is no, he is not eligible, so he is not residing in city. So now we are getting 3 instances, correct? How about you, Mr. Ramanamurthy? So 4 or 5 people have worked on it out of 40 people that we have. You have got 47. So one instance is less. Okay. Let us wait for some more results. So out of 40, at least 20 people should come up with findings. Let it be wrong. It doesn't make any difference. We are all here to learn. So Nayan has got 47. Manish has got 3. Jagdish has got 3. Geeta has got 47. 47. So 3 and 47 is what we are getting. Okay. So those who have got 47, can you paste your formula in the chat window? And those who have got 3 can also paste their formula. Okay, let us see what is the difference. So HRA is not equal to @round basic into 0.15 and HRA code is equal to yes. This is the formula that will give you 3. Yeah, whatever formula Jalpesh has written, that will give you three answers, three instances. And what Mr. Ramana Murthy has written, HRA code is equal to Y and HRA is equal to basic into 15. Mr. Ramana, we are auditors. We always find instances of non-compliance. So, as per the rule, the employee should get exactly 15%. So, instead of equal to, Mr. Ramana, you should change it to not equal to. So, you should use the sign not equal to. You can refer to Jalpesh's formula and see the not equal to sign. Okay. We should always find something what is not right. That's the job of auditors, no? Everything that is right, we should not report. So, Jalpesh's formula is absolutely correct. Okay. So, let us go and all of you, those who have not done, go to the file, click on criteria and write this formula. First of all, this condition should come. First of all, you should say this analysis applies. Yes, that's correct, Mr. Ramana. First of all, you should start by writing the condition HRA code is equal to Y. Then you say and write the remaining condition. Logically, this is the flow of your. Now, whenever there is an exact percentage, please remember to use not equal to. Not equal to takes care of both the sides. See, if I write, show me instances where HRA is greater than 15% of basic. So, which means you are only looking at one aspect of the payment. You are only looking at those instances where HRA paid is more than 15%. But even less than 15% is a non-compliance. So, if you use this, it takes care of both the sides. Otherwise, your formula becomes so big. See, I'll say HRA greater than 15% of basic or HRA less than at the rate round value of basic into 15. This becomes such a big formula. So we should always avoid repeating this. Instead, we should simply say HRA not equal to. Are you all aligned with me? Exactly what we are trying to see. So this is the correct formula and I'll say validate and exit and I got 3 records. Now every time what we do is we write the formula here and then to save it we go to analysis, direct and we give the name of the file. Correct? Now instead of this you can alternatively go here in direct. Alternatively, you can go here in direct, give the name of the file as rule 3 and then go to criteria and write your criteria. Okay. Either ways you can do. So whenever you want to save the result, always go to direct, give the name of the file and then your criteria. HRA code is equal to Y and HRA is not equal to round value of 15% of basic. That's it. Now that straight away extracts the relevant record in your new file. So we have got rule 1, rule 2, rule 3. So your documentation is also getting prepared simultaneously. No need to save, extract, Everything is automatic here. Now let us verify. How do I verify? So HRA code in all these three cases is yes. Let us drag these two columns besides basic. Where is my basic? Okay, let me go slightly towards, yeah, here is my basic. So let me, so whenever we drag, it actually, yeah, now it is correct. So please look at these three columns. Verify. My HRA code is yes, yes. This is 5,000. How much I have to pay? 15% exactly. So 5,000 15% is 750 rupees. So how much actually is paid? 800. 4,000 15% is 600. How much it is paid? 773. 3875 15% would be approximately less than 600. It is paid 750. So yes, our logics are absolutely correct. This is how you should validate. Are we all aligned, my friends, so far? Any questions? Now I will show you one alternative way of getting the same with slightly better information. What is it that I am doing now? Please observe. I am going to the main file. Okay. I am saying add a new column. I am adding a new column and saying HRA as per rule. As per rule. HRA as per rule. What is the rule? Rule is 15%. Okay. Exactly 15% of basic pay. So all of you please go to main file payroll, click on append and write this heading HRA as per rule. I am repeating once again. See, we have one HRA column here. This is HRA actually paid. This is already paid. Now we are calculating the HRA column once again as per the rule. Hope you are understanding what we are doing. So I am saying append HRA as per rule. I don't need decimals here, so 0 decimals. Now click here in parameter. What am I saying? I am saying how do I calculate this? So basic into 0.15. This is how the value will come. Here there is no need for round because here actually it will calculate exactly 15% and there is no decimal. If there would have been decimal, I would have given round. Hope you are understanding. So I say validate and exit. Shall I proceed? Have you completed up to here? Actually, percentage sign is not given in this tool, Gitesh. If you see, only plus, minus, multiplication and division is there. So if you write percentage, software will not understand. So validate and exit and say OK. Now where is our new column? At the extreme right. So drag to your extreme right and you will see this column. Now please drag this column and bring it besides the HRA. Now this is HRA paid and this is HRA which ideally should have been paid as per the rules, correct, which is 15%. Are you understanding what we are doing, my friends? Is it clear till now? So I select both these columns and I bring it besides basic. So this is my basic. This is 15% of basic as per the rule, and this is actually paid. So far so good. Now, what formula should I write here to get the answer? Anybody? What formula or the criteria should I write which will give me our rule 3 answer, this answer? Difference, yes, HRA minus HRA as per rule. Instead of that, I will, again there are two ways. We will go through two ways. What Sachin is saying, what Geeta is saying, and what Gitesh is saying. So Sachin and Geeta is suggesting one method, Gitesh is suggesting another method. So we will look at both. So Gitesh's method is straightforward. I will go to analysis, direct, and what will I do? I'll say rule number 3. Rule 3. Now 3 is already found out earlier, so rule 3. And what is the formula? What Gitesh has written. HRA is not as per HRA as per rule. Very straightforward logic. See, the way we think, the way we write. No formulas, no syntax, no brackets, no commas, no ifs, no buts, no nested if, nothing. Simple life. Only thing is that your column names should be logical. So HRA given is not equal to as per rule. Now say validate and exit and say OK. Now sorry, one more condition we forgot, no? What was that condition? Gitesh misguided us. Gitesh, we missed one condition. What was that? And HRA code is equal to, yes, you're right. So this is the condition. HRA is not as per HRA rule, and this is applicable to only those employees who are eligible for HRA. Very nice. So now validate and exit. Validate and exit. And I'll again say rule 3 1. I'll just say rule 3 1. Okay. See the same results with one more additional column. And what is that column? HRA as per rule should be 750. How much you have paid is 800. HRA as per rule is 600. How much you have paid? 773. HRA as per rule is 581. How much you have paid? 750. So by adding this column, you are actually getting more visibility. How much should have been paid and how much is paid. Are we clear, friends? This is the approach of Gitesh, which was very straightforward. So we went ahead and did that. Now let us go to approach provided by Sachin and Geeta. So what they are saying is we'll first find the difference. So again come back to our main file where we have added one more column HRA and HRA as per rule. Now again add one more column, go to data and append and say difference in HRA. Please come up to here, I'll wait for you. Difference in HRA. Go to your main file, okay, payroll file, where you have got all the records. Don't go into rule 1, 2, 3 sub files. Clear, friends? Shall I proceed? Now, give the parameter what Geeta has written, HRA minus HRA as per rule. HRA minus HRA as per rule. Correct? So here we are actually finding difference between the two columns. Shall I proceed? Yes, friends. Shall we proceed? Have you completed this? Not getting any chat responses? Okay. So validate and exit and say OK. Now please go to your extreme right once again. This new column is added. Again drag this new column and place it here. So now we have got basic, HRA actually paid, HRA as per rule, and difference in HRA. Now simply go to analysis and click on direct analysis and click on direct. Say rule 3, 2. 3, 1 we have already given, 3, 2. So I am showing you different ways, whichever way you prefer. Okay. Now what is the criteria I should give? Anybody? Now we have got a difference column. Yes, absolutely correct, Karan. Difference. First we have to write the basic condition. HRA code is equal to Y. This remains. And difference is not equal to. Yeah, again, very important. It is always used not equal to. So even if more paid or less paid, both are taken care of. So please write this condition and confirm. Karan has already written in the chat, so you can refer from there as well. Validate and exit and OK. So again we have got the same 3 records. And here this is more informative now. What is the additional information? This. Here access paid is 50, access paid is 173, access paid is 169. In this file, it was only showing that 750 should have been paid, 800 was paid. But here it actually shows that 50 paid more. So this is more informative in nature. And if we go with the Gitesh's view, yeah, where we extract it straight away, then there is nothing. It just shows the instances. Yeah, by applying the formula, when we save, it just shows the instances, doesn't gives us visibility how much extra we have paid. But both these approaches are okay. Both will give you correct answer. It's only how much more informative you want to make your observation. So rule 3 is over. Rule 4 is exactly opposite of rule 3. Shall I proceed to rule 4? If you are comfortable. Rule 4 says an employee residing in government accommodation is not eligible for HRA. Now, I will not give you any hint. Would you like to try yourself? How will you find out whether an employee is residing in government accommodation? What is the indicator? Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't know. I got logged off and got connected back. Okay, nonetheless, so my question was, how would you know that an employee is not eligible for HRA and staying in the government accommodation? Yes, HRA code is N. Again, Karan is right, as always. So your condition should be HRA code is N. And what is the other condition? So HRA yes means he is eligible. HRA no means he is not eligible. Yes. So let us write this condition. What Karan has said, let us write this. Please go to your main file. This is your main file. Now this HRA as per the rule difference you can hide. So select both the columns and say hide. We don't need it anymore now. The analysis is done for the time being. Now let us go to direct. Say rule number 4. Rule number 4. And what is the criteria I will write? First of all, HRA code is not is equal to N, means he is not eligible. Now if he is not eligible, then show me whether he has been paid. So HRA is not equal to 0. So he is not eligible, but if he is paid, show me those instances. Even if negative, show me. How can it be negative? Maybe in some earlier month he would have been paid and now the reversal entry or the recovery is pending. It could be anything. So never say greater than 0. I always say not equal to 0. So write this condition and confirm please. This is rule number 4. How many records? One record. Absolutely correct. So hope friends you are appreciating the power of criteria. Yeah. So this is how we do compliance testing, assurance testing. You can build logic here. You can apply it whenever you want. Now let's verify whether this record is correct, this logic is correct. So Mr. Madhusudan Pandey, he is a clerk by designation and his HRA code is N. He is not supposed to receive HRA. And if we see, he has been paid 593 rupees. Now we have two columns here which we have added that is going to help us. Now see, as 593 rupees, even this is as per HRA rule. So it is exactly 15%, but it seems to be a mistake. Somebody has paid 593 rupees to Mr. Pandey, and now next month whenever you do this, you have to keep this in your mind that the recovery has happened or not. Accordingly, you can put it in the observation. Otherwise, this clerk will enjoy 593 rupees as a bonus. Okay. So hope This is what this is the perspective that I wanted to give you. That criteria, although looks very simple, but it's a fabulous functionality in the CAT tools. Okay, friends, any questions? All right, now I will show you that what are the other tools available and what else you can do if you want to learn more about these tools. And we all know that in this 5-day session, nobody can teach you 100% tool, correct? For what size of firm date can we use idea? Sorry, I haven't understood your query. Meanwhile, he comes back with his query. Let me show you for what size of firm data can we use idea. So in my real life, I have analyzed up to 3.5 million records and it has accepted it. Similarly, in SAS, I have worked on 9 million records and it has accepted it. Okay, so depending upon the tool, the size might vary, but majority of these tools, they accept large volume of data. Okay, now let me take you to the site which you can explore. You can note down the names. These are all indicative products. Okay, you can explore more about them. Uh, Let me just stop my screen for the moment and let me. Okay, so the first site, the cost of idea is about 170,000 rupees. One machine, single license. Okay. Our institute has an arrangement with the idea vendor. Against your certificate of practice, you can buy idea by upfront paying 50,000 rupees and then 10,000 yearly you can pay as a renewal cost. This is a special arrangement our institute have with idea vendor. So either you pay 170,000 upfront, no renewal, or pay 50,000, use it for a year and then pay 10,000 annually. Okay, I'll show you more details about the products. So first of all, there is a tool called Arbutus. Okay, let me open this for you. See, now this is a data analytics tool which is very similar to ACL, one of the most prominent tool used globally. The same team has separated and developed this tool. So if you go to this link which I'm sharing, these are all indicative. Okay, we are not marketing any tool. This is just for you to explore because institute cannot advocate or suggest any specific tool that you can learn. So I'm sharing few options available for you. So if you see here the Arbutus live training, you can subscribe to a more detailed training on this tool. And if you go to the home page, you will get more about Arbutus. I think the site is pretty slow today here. Now this tool, on the home page itself, when you click on the home page, this is the link. You can download Arbutus. You can use yourself and see the capability. Now that you have attended this idea session, it will be a cakewalk for you to just download Arbutus and try on your own. You can call the vendors, ask for a demo, tell them what your requirements are, and they can help you to kind of bridge the gap of what you need from the tool and your data. So they can actually help you to demonstrate that how you can use this tool in real life. So one, you can do this. Yeah. Second tool is, there is a website called We Galvanize. Okay, this is the site for another product which is ACL. Okay, so here also they have so many products which are available, and these are the users: Coca-Cola, Uniting Care. Uh, these are their clienteles, and this is one of the nice product globally used. So they have various products. You can schedule a call. The only thing is that they don't give demo unless you register on their site, provide your details. They will then call you, because this is the number one software globally. So therefore they have the different way. Then the third product that I can suggest you is what we are working, which is a Caseware idea, which is the tool that we have used. So Caseware idea is a parent company based out of Canada. Even the ACL is a Canadian company. Now you can see Try Idea. This is their main parent website. You can download Idea from here. Recently, Idea version 12 is what they have introduced. You can download Idea brochure. Yeah, you can download the tool. You can see the video, and you can have, see, Try Idea is also here. Okay. So all this material is available here. They have resources. All these resources are there. How idea has been used by their users. Yeah. See what it says. Idea 12 boosts auditors' productivity with advanced analytics. So in version 12, they would have added some more facilities. How analytics deliver the whole audit picture. So friends, the point I'm trying to drive is that using these tools is a future. Using traditional routine tools, Microsoft Office products is going to be very outdated approach, especially for data analytics. These tools are fabulous. MS Office tools are fabulous, but for an auditor, we need something specialized tools. So you can look at this. Then there is one more tool. Audit Time is there. Slightly less popular, but you can explore that also. Uh, Audit Time. Yeah, this is the website. Again, this tool is quite old, very stable tool for data analytics. You can go to their website, connect with them, figure out what they have. So this is another tool that you can explore. Then one more is there, which is SAS. I think they have changed their site recently. SAS is also a very powerful tool, and the good thing about SAS is that it combines data visualization also. Surprisingly, I don't see the link here. I will share that in your WhatsApp group, but that is very costly because it combines the capability of visualization. SAS is very costly in that sense. I think this is understanding SAS as the SAS as a service for cloud, so that's why it is not showing. But I'll get back to you with the link on that tool. So these are the other alternatives that you can explore. And if you want to learn more about this, then you can see on our ICAI website, pqc.icai.org. In the home page itself, there is a tab called Forthcoming Events. Okay. See here it says click here to register for DISA batch. Yeah. Now if you go to home page and scroll down, here you will find 3 days training on forensics analytics using CAT. So this is the course I had designed long back for our institute. More than about 2,500 plus chartered accountants have gone through the hands-on training. This is a 3 day full day, morning 9:30 to 5:30. We go into a lot of detail and we discuss live case studies there. So this is something that you can look for. Similarly, you can look for another course which is on advanced Excel and data dashboard. So this is Power BI and Power Query along with dashboarding. So these are the two courses that you can look for. They are organized by DAB, DAAB, DAB Committee of ICAI, Digital Accounting and Assurance Board. Right now they are running online, and when now the corona restrictions have been lifted, it might start offline as well. Like as I mentioned, Geeta, I had come to Chennai in 2018, and there was a batch of 38 participants where a full-fledged hands-on training was given in the forensic lab set up in Chennai. So those who are in Chennai, Kolkata, Delhi, and Mumbai, we have a forensic lab. So there we conduct the training. So I have gone to Kolkata, I have gone to Delhi, I have gone to Mumbai uh, for our labs and have trained participants over there. So you can keep an eye on any mailers that come from them and you can pursue training. Similarly for IDEA, if you want to learn more, IDEA demo version also has a inbuilt help. So when you click on the file option, there's a help option available here. So Geeta, I have no idea about the online batch. You can write to Dev. The ID is FAFD, sorry, FAFP at ICAI.in. This is the ID. You can write on this. Check with them, is there any batch going on? Another ID is ISA at ICAI.in. These are the two IDs where you can go and check whether any CAT batch is going to get scheduled, and request them that whenever they are scheduling, they'll inform you. No, there is no link on ICAI website. I will tell you, Jalpesh, how to go about that. Just give me 2 minutes. So now, after this 5 days, if you are keen to explore more yourself, go to help and click on Caseware Idea Help. So everything that you have learned, you can check here. Yeah, you can say getting started. These are the topics. Navigating to idea. Yeah, idea tools. Yeah, then caseware passport. So this is a basic. Now if you click on the content, ready-made options are given. See, importing data, how to import different types of files. Then say displaying the data. So under displaying, there are these options. Using idea tasks. Yeah, so many things are there you can explore. Suppose we have seen, say, uh, Summarization, for example. No topic found on summarization. See, now when I say summarization, which we have seen yesterday, summarization help is given. How to add field, how to summarize with example. Everything is given here. That also you can explore at your own convenience. Okay. And lastly, to answer to your question, Jalpesh, you have to go to a website called Sama Audit. Sama Audit is a vendor in India which is authorized to sell idea in India. So you can go to this website, Jalpesh. There is a coordinates available for this vendor. You can talk to them and find out about the arrangement with ICAI. Okay, so they will guide you what all documents they need to verify for the discounted price. And they also conduct idea training. Okay, you can also go to the training tab. Online training is there. So public training is also there. Internal audit courses are also there. So they offer you certification on idea, beginner level, intermediary, proficient. So you can go to these sites, explore more about them, remain in touch with them. They will get back to you. Okay. So as I promised that in 5 days, I will give you a lot of insights to the extent possible on the tool. And on the last day, I will give you a roadmap that what is next for you. What is it that you can do to explore more? And my number is there with you. We are all there in the group. I might exit after a while because I have plenty of groups that I am in, but I will be in the group for a few days. Maybe by 15th of April I'll quit the group. So you have my phone number. You can remain connected. Any help you need, I'll be more than happy to help you. So with this, I formally conclude our session. Yeah. Any questions before we bid a goodbye? All right, so then stay blessed and all the best for your future endeavors. We might cross the path at some other forum in some other training session. Okay, please note down my email ID. I'm just writing it down on the Word file. My email ID ca.amish@gmail.com. So please mention that we had met on the 5-day WIRC training platform because I receive plenty of emails. Sometimes it is difficult to recollect who's writing email. So whenever you write an email, reference you should put 5-day training in the month of April. I will remember WIRC training. So great. You've been a wonderful audience. I thoroughly enjoyed my session with your batch. You have been inquisitive, you have been asking plenty of relevant queries, and you yourself are very keen. You have been doing it very nicely. Last activity that we did, you had done a good input, you have given a lot of good insights and inputs. So I thoroughly had a good time and hope you also have enjoyed my session. Yeah. So with this, let us close our session. Thank you very much. You all please remain connected in your WhatsApp group. Yeah, and see if you can network and uh, do some assignments together. With this, good night. Cheers. Tata.